They are fired up here. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Live from Atlanta, Georgia, the home of modern tennis, where the sport has been reinvented inside a movie studio. And we're in the final weekend of the regular season, where two teams have already punched their tickets to championship weekend. The Inferno last week were the first one to do it, behind some great tennis from Usue Arconada and Jamie Connell, and especially Blue Baker playing so much better as the season has moved forward. The Outriders last night to lock in the second spot. Not only won, they won in dominant fashion, telling the world that they are here not just to show up, they are here for the trophy. If you look at that bracket to see how the whole schedule will shape out, July 31st, the Inferno are going to take on the second seed from the East Conference. Outriders will take on the first seed. And August 1st at 7 p.m., that's going to be that final afterwards. And Maria, as we look at the East standing, that's what we're here for tonight. They have everything to play for.
They sure do, and especially Team Smash. They had a rough start to the season, 0-2, and now they're 4-2. They are the hottest team this season, and they have a lot to win here too. If they win out, they can be the #1 seed for the East Conference, so they better come out and show out.
Hello everyone, I'm J.Y. Obone, Guy Cunha, Maria Mateus, and Maria, these last couple weekends have been so much fun.
these weekends, these weeks, everything we've had this season has just been magic and electric here. And this is actually when it's getting even better. It's getting really good. So I'm just excited to see what we got moving forward because it's something special here.
And Guy, when you look at the Smash, I mean, they're really happy and excited after what they went through last time.
By the way, what an arc was that? They were able to come back in the end of the last was that mixed doubles, made a huge stride. And Mike Bryan here just asked Elena, hey, just hit a winner. And boom, that's exactly what she did. Tying the game, leaving the game to the last point, and then she went for a very clutch serve right down the body, blocking Bushamuka, putting the pressure and claiming the point.
And what was so big for them, Maria, was that they did it without Elmar Ejupovic. Elmar was out for personal reasons. That's that team camaraderie we're seeing at Intense. They called him in just to join the celebration. But before that arc, he had an incredible performance.
He sure did, and he has been the best producer for Team Smash. He's plus 66 across all of his appearances, and we actually saw him play 12 minutes straight against Freeze, earning 32 points that night, something we haven't seen at all this season. And gosh, did he come out and play incredible tennis.
And then Guy, the altitude with Marcelo leading the way.
The most exciting coach in the league. He's super emotional, but he didn't have a super exciting season. Coming as the defending champion, we definitely expected more. I know he expected more. He expected more of his team. But it's not over. 9K on the line tonight, and finish on a high note is the way to go for it.
And the one thing we know that we can expect from that altitude team is the effort and attitude and energy they're going to put out every single time, no matter their record. So we're going to see that again from the Smash. We're going to see if they're going to come back with all their two-pointers. That's where they lead the league. When we come back, we'll find out who shows up the most.
Welcome to Intense Arena
at the beautiful Assembly Studios.
It's time for you
to experience the greatness that is Intense.
But first things first.
Forget everything you know about regular tennis.
Because Intense is built different.
Faster pace,
bigger energy,
with teams battling it out from start to finish.
You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
So let's break it down for you.
To start, every team has 8 pros.
4 men,
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an arc, and you can think of it like one giant team showdown. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every arc.
Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
All stacked together in one running team score. So even if one bolt ends,
the pressure doesn't.
Every point carries over until the final buzzer.
Now for the serving rules. That's where things get wild.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone. There's also a 14-second shot clock between points, and play is at the server's pace.
So turn your back, you might get burned.
No waiting around, no resetting the vibe, and yes, we do play less.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions, so if a player needs to catch their breath,
or if a coach wants to change up the strategy, there are substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Blast the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, you, the super loud fans. You will never get shushed.
First of all, that's rude.
That's rude. That's rude.
Second of all,
we want you to act like actual sports fans.
And we want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team.
Like Ridge.
The Outriders. Like the Altitude. Like the Smash. Like the Rips.
Fortune.
Freeze.
Inferno.
Sting.
Like Team Rise.
Or if you want to cheer against your rivals,
we're here for it.
Bring it on.
So now you know the Intense rules.
But the only way to experience Intense is to see it in action. So let's get this arc started.
Welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia, as we're about to get underway with the Altitude taking on the Smash. The Smash are trying to lock in their spot in championship weekend, while the Altitude try to play spoiler. But for all you fans, even though we're in week 7, if this is your first time joining us, this is very different than traditional tennis. We have 1 toss and 1 serve, something that the Altitude players have been working on the entire season. Worst serving team in the league. The clean winners, 2 points. The Smash lead the most 2-pointers in the league. Unlimited substitutions, the different matchups, players coming in and out. And then all 3 formats, singles, doubles, mixed doubles. So you get to see everything here at Intense. But as we get moving forward, Maria, why don't we take a look at these center line athletic lineups?
Talking about the Altitude team, we need to see a bit more structure tonight. Better serving, continuing the great returning, knowing when each player will go on, and perhaps being able to throw away the rhythm of the smash and their constant 2-pointers.
Meanwhile, on Team Smash, like you mentioned, JY, they are the highest 2-point earning team. Last time these two teams played, there were 62 2-pointers from this team right here, especially with the success of the serves that they have with Bushumuka, with Delana Hewitt, with Elmar Ayupovic. And they're also very, very successful in the mixed doubles ending the arc, so we have to see how Altitude is going to start the arc to even stay in this.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot to play for tonight, so we're going to look out for all these things. Let's go down to Walker Allen, our umpire for the night with the coin toss.
Players, please step forward. Welcome to Intense Arena for tonight's arc between Altitude and Smash. Hosting Smash has elected to start with women's singles. Visiting Team Altitude, please make the call. I have heads, I have tails.
Heads.
Heads is the call. It is heads. Altitude will receive.
And it's showtime. We're going to get things started. Emma Burgich on the far side, getting things started for Team Altitude. On the near side, we got Stanislava Bobrovrikonova getting the start for the first time this season for the Smash. We have 2 10-minute women's singles bowls, men's singles after that, all 3 doubles formats. And there's our 1 serve, 1 toss, and she knocks it out of the park.
It's so interesting that Stas is starting tonight. I kind of like seeing it. We've seen Delana Hewitt start a lot, but this is a cool changeup.
And I think that's where the Altitude needs to capitalize, because when Delana is in, it's very hard to get a lot of points on. They need to get all the other 8 minutes they can get.
Well, and I think the biggest thing when we look at the Altitude to get started, you know, I don't think it's so much who's on the other side of the court for them. I think it's so much as how they manage themselves. You know, with Burgich, I think at this point in the season, you're leading the league in faults per night. The team gives up 27 points per night just on faults. I want to see some more underhand serves. I think if they just put more serves in play anyway, anyhow, they're going to close the gap. They're the best returning team in the league, and they're off to a good start, 4-0.
And if you look straight at the levels that they play on the tour, Emma is one of the best players here. She should be able to perform. As long as she makes the serves in, she's definitely the most competitive player on court.
And I think that's even more of a reason to just sometimes put those underhand serves in, because she is so gritty and she gets so many balls back. But we see her coming out with a much more aggressive mindset than we've seen this season, and I like it. I wonder if it's just kind of letting the nerves loose a little. I mean, look at the way she's letting the ball go.
I think that's exactly it. There's nothing to lose tonight. So everything they try to kind of play safe, try to put it in, is not being working. Might just go for it.
And that toss tends to go up front, and where she misses it. But Delana Hewitt now, she comes in. So Bobrovrikonova, quick action, and now the big hitter. And we see the matchups coming in right now. Unlimited substitutions for these teams. And now Kia Ngonwe comes in as soon as Hewitt comes in, and she knocks out an ace to get things started.
And something that is just so unbelievably special, guys, is that Emma's children are here tonight. And we saw her go over to them and just give them a couple high fives. And gosh, it must be so tough, and it's just so honorable what she's doing, being a mom and coming back to pro tennis after, and just finding a way to just play on her terms and do it for herself and for her children. It's beautiful to see.
And it seems like Marcelo's tried to do a matchup strategy here. As soon as Elena came in, Malkia also came in. I wonder if that's just strategy or it was something that they decided before on points.
I think in general, I wonder if Malkia is just going to play more tonight. She's the best singles player they've had in the season, one of the few players that actually has a positive plus-minus when it comes into singles. Everybody else is negative when they come into play. She's been the one that has a little bit of positivity when she plays in singles, and that's because of the serve and her ability to come forward in the net. The problem is her ability to defend, and somehow against a player like Delana Hewitt, she can give up some +2. So we'll see how Coach Marcelo will handle that.
I also think tonight for Altitude, just serving better in general, even if it's just a little bit better. They've had a lot of trouble serving this season, but they're a very good returning team, whereas Smash is a great serving team. So if Altitude can just even that out, Delana needs to aim for the courts right now.
Good serve out wide by Malkia, but just a rocket of a return deep center by Hewitt. Down by 7, but she's smiling. They're calm, confident, riding a 4-arc winning streak as they try to lock in the spot in championship weekend.
That's tight. There's not enough time.
Is she going to get it off?
Ooh.
4, 3, yeah. She was quick on that shoelace. Serve and volley, she comes
I love
in.
that.
Wow. Very nice. We've seen Malkia be so successful with that because she's such a presence at the net. So I'm looking to see a lot more of that from her.
Good deep returns, but Ngoonway staying nice and low to defend. She's playing quick, won that ball. They're up by 10. She wants to keep it rolling. Big serve down the tee. That's an ace again. Rarely do you see 2 aces in one match. And she's going for it again.
Oh.
4 points in a row. Are we going to see 5 now? Are we going to see a quick timeout by Team Smash down 21-6? This is a great start. And there's that timeout.
Nice, JY. Good call, JY.
Look at Marcelo, he's so fired up.
Keep on the baseline, the better for you.
Make the fucking return.
Don't think about it too much. Just
Not even thinking, fucking doing bullshit.
let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's rise. And let's play good. Okay? Let's play good tennis. Okay? Let's go. Come on. You got this. Okay? Let's go.
Serve in the bunny hole, okay, so she doesn't rip it. But if she does rip it, do a better job as you serve, reset so you're ready for the +1, okay?
I think at this time, coming from Marcelo, you just got to be able to play, just keep focused. What else? They're playing amazing. That's the best start they ever had in the season. Just keep going.
The one thing I'd love to see from Delaney Hewitt right now is some great tennis from the altitude for sure, but I want to see some more explosiveness to try to limit these +2s. I don't think she's moving great to defend these, and so I think this could be a narrow bolt to get things started if she just comes out with a little bit more energy on the movement.
I agree, and I think personality-wise, Delana is a little bit more chill and laid back, externally at least, but it is important to try and keep this close, especially with the energy that altitude is coming out. We haven't seen this energy from them since the first arc they played, so it's really good to see. What a point!
+1 from Ngoonway, but that was risky. That's one of the things that brings her +- down. That was a random drop shot. You got away with it, so Coach Ferreira is going to have to just keep that in check.
I also wonder if here they just came just thinking they're going to win easy. You see that a lot in recreational and junior tennis, that like you got the worst player on the draw and like, I'm going to win easy, and then the other guy's playing without any pressure, and it's just not going your way.
Good serve down the tee by Ngoonway, up by 24-8. Wonder if we're going to see a substitution as well from the Smash. Hewitt throughout the season has struggled to just, in the middle of play, pick it up. So a lot of times she needs that timeout for herself.
Something that I really love to see early on here is obviously Altitude did not have the season that they wanted to have, but something so special about Intense Tennis is the relationships built, and we have so many players from other teams behind Altitude just cheering them on and just, you know, wanting them. Obviously, I'm sure they're friends with the Smash too, but it's fun to see your peers win, and it's cool that they came out.
Great serve by Hewitt, sets up the forehand inside in. Ngoonway will defend, but that's going to be short. Does Hewitt come in? He doesn't need to, +1.
But it's more of that. It's just such a fun environment to be at. It's a great way to spend a night, so that's why a lot of players come here, and you don't see them that often on the tour.
Looking uncomfortable on that backhand. Adriana Realmi will jump in. Realmi, the North Carolina State alumni. Ngoonway with the serve and volley, +2.
I just love that. See the other player a little bit cold. Let's just take it. Did it again. Oh, she did it again.
He's coming forward, volley, cross court, 3 points in a row.
Fire.
What a beauty.
30-10, what a start by the Altitude. Big serve down the tee, they're rocking and rolling. 1-6, but you wouldn't think of it by looking at them play right now. They look like the hotter team, motivated, confident. What a start. Drop shot to come in, Realmi gets there. Probably better that she missed it in the net.
The Smash does not need to win here tonight, but if they take a big loss, this might really affect their confidence for the last matchup, which is, in theory, the hardest match they have to play.
Especially after winning 4 in a row, I think sometimes you maybe get overly confident and you forget that there's still tennis to be played. There's still a couple arcs that they have to play, and I hope that they come in here and they know, like, we got to take care of business every time we're on the court.
And then Burgess comes back in to give Ngunwe a break. Riami's going to try to get things moving in a better direction, but the one serve, one fault rule, that's not going to help. 34-11 altitude.
So that's 26 points in less than 6 minutes. That's pretty impressive.
We have not seen that.
I know she hit that, but I've seen this before early in the season. That toss is going really far out front. I know she hit an ace, but what we've seen is it's only a matter of time before she starts to miss that. That is not a reliable toss. So, yes, very happy for her. I hope she can continue this, but that's not the setup you want. It's like throwing a Hail Mary throughout the rest of the game. It might work if you do it 20 times, but it's still not the high percentage.
I wonder if she went the other route, you know, instead of just trying to make the serve in, she went, I'm actually going to serve it since I'm missing so much, and my percentage might be exactly the same, but I'm going to get more 3 points.
You know, she's been so candid on social media, actually, with her struggles with her serve and this journey of finding her serve, and I think it's really awesome that she's doing that. I think it's really awesome how well she's serving. I find it funny, though, that she's been working so much on the quick hit. She's only hit flat serves.
Well, and that's why I don't think this is actually on purpose. Yeah. I think this is actually a lack of control on the toss. And things are just working out because once you toss it, you got to hit it. So what I'm also concerned about looking at Burgich is the brace that she has on her left wrist. We haven't seen that the whole season now. She never finds a backhand. She's okay. Things are certainly looking like that, 39-13. That one was just fine, but that's going to be a point for the smash.
Maybe she just got hurt playing for kids.
Yeah, right, maybe.
Her kids are here tonight, so that's going to bring some extra motivation as she comes forward. Riami with the passing shot. Volley goes cross court. Down the line, she covers. Point smash.
24-point lead. Did you guys expect that tonight? That's pretty crazy.
No, definitely not in the way that it is right now. Maybe from the smash, but not altitude. But it's really good to see.
Big forehand return and the fist pump to follow. The smash, when we get into this break, they're going to need to find some energy because it's all going the altitude way.
Definitely the man is favorite here tonight for this match, but if they have to claw from like a 30-40-point lead, that's going to be very difficult to come back.
Final 15 seconds. Burgess tries to go down the line above the shoulder of Riami, but she takes it nice in the comfort zone. But that forehand will go wide. 5 seconds, 4. She's going to ride this into the break. 41-point bowl to get things started. Look at the way they've come out, motivated, ready to change things. All celebrations for them. We still have a lot of tennis left to go, though. The smash needs to figure something out here. I know there's a lot of tennis left to play, but this team, we saw it in week 1. When they ride that confidence, it is really hard to stop them. When we come back from this break, the second women's singles bolt, we'll see a different smash.
If you live for the game,
then you know Sports Talk
isn't a solo act. It's a debate.
And with the iHeartRadio app,
everyone gets a say. Just open up the app, find your favorite local sports radio station,
and use the talkback feature to
vent about that blown call.
Go crazy over that miracle victory.
And your voice could be heard next to mine. Or mine.
Or ours.
This is your chance
to be part of your favorite local sports shows
and podcasts.
Your team, your voice, your network.
The iHeartRadio app. Download it today.
Goes down the line, he feels it.
Intense is team tennis that's faster, louder, and with real cash on the line.
Your partner can't make serve.
Watch the most relentless tennis league.
You know, shaky mustachio man
on the planet, live.
Argonaut approaches. Ciolina's ready as well. +2.
This was incredible.
Intense. Tennis turned up.
We're back here at the Intense Arena, getting ready for championship weekend, July 31st and August 1st. That is right around the corner next week. Make sure you get your tickets at intense.com so you can see one of the biggest weekends in this modern version of tennis. And this is what you'll be looking forward to on that semifinal day on July 31st. Inferno already locked in that first seed. Going to play the second seed from the East. And then that first seed from the East will play the second seed Outriders from the West. Saturday, everything will culminate, Guy, with a blowout big-time event.
I just love to see how freely they're playing. If they can keep going like that with this much confidence, I actually love what Marcelo is doing. Obviously, it's a little easy when you're winning, but he's being so effective, so motivating, and that's what they need.
And something that is so important to note here is that at Intense Tennis, there are timeouts. And Sofia Rachi's actually had like a 60% rate of good vibes after timeouts, whereas Marcelo has put so much belief into the team. But the success after the timeouts hasn't been that great, so it's so good to see him today just like putting life into the team, and everyone looks like they're really, truly just having so much fun, including him.
Drop shot winner right here, look at that.
Good return by Hewitt, gets the short ball, she'll go counter drop shot, and Nagonue will get there with the lob. Just missed it long, 43-18. The altitude have everything going for them, but they're going to need some big hitting from the smash to see if that can stop them.
Going back to what Maria said, I think what's important here when you ask for a timeout is that the instruction has to be very clear and simple.
Yes.
It's such a fast format, you can't talk that much because the players are just not able to do it. It's just impossible.
Agreed.
+2 winner by Delaney Hewitt. Birgit switches in. Gives up the free point. That's her 4th fault.
We'll see a kick serve here.
It's all dependent on the toss. That's a good toss, but she went completely flat.
I think something she always struggled with, and I was able to help her a couple weeks back, is that she usually always catches the toss, and that actually makes her a little bit less confident on it.
Good swinging volley by Hewitt, but that volley's just going to pop up. Birgit's had it down the line, just got overly tentative. Could just be the turning point for the smash to get things going in the right direction. Good serve out wide.
Elena finally arrived.
And Nagonue jumps in for Birgit. We saw this matchup in that first women's singles both where Nagonue started to dominate. Hewitt just giving up too many free points on serves.
And she has such a great serve. She has one of the best serves on the WTA Tour, in my opinion. Obviously, it is tough in this format because you do have one serve and she has so much power on it. Sometimes you want her to actually take some off of it.
Good serve out wide, backhand return winner down the line. That's your leading 2-point hitter on the female side in this league. Big serve down the tee, return down the middle, reflex inside in. Good defense by Nagonue, much better with the sliding into the corners. Hewitt just keeps it rolling, but look at the defense to offense.
Uh-oh.
8 seconds, but she's been playing very fast tonight, so this is a comfortable rhythm for her.
I don't know if she's doing it intentionally, but it's definitely hurting Elena. She's changing the rhythm on almost every shot.
Yep.
Mixing up the serve spots consistently, keeping Hewitt honest. That's a good return, 48-26. Big serve, is it going to go over? No, drop short, +1 smash.
This is the biggest serving we've seen in women's singles, I think, all season. Everyone's just hitting bombs right now.
Slice return floats into the corner, backhand down the line, does not defend in.
What I liked on the first ball that both Malkia and Emma did was they were firing with fire, and now I think they're trying to change the pace a little bit. And Elena's getting a rhythm again, getting more points, playing the way she wants to play.
And a timeout by Coach Fajeda as he wants to get things organized. As Smash are racking up some points.
Come on, take a breather, take a breather. Sometimes you play too emotionally, you started so well, and then you set these expectations. And when you don't play a couple of points like that, you feel like you're failing. There's a good player on the other side, okay? Chill, okay? Stay focused on your serve, because when you're serving well, the doors open all over the place for you to be aggressive, okay? Make sure that when she puts you on the run, I love when you sliced it, okay? It's a good shot, you hit it well, you keep the ball low. She's a tall girl, she doesn't want to handle those low balls. But stay calm, stay calm. I feel like, you know, you're just rushing. No need to apologize. just make sure that you take your time, breathe, get up for the ball, and like I told you, try to go more body, because when you went body, that's when she hits some of those returns in the fence. If you open up the box, she can attack you, okay? Take a breather, you're fine, you're looking great, come on.
Coach Fajeda trying to get Ngoonweh to get back things in a rhythm that she was earlier at the smash. If they win tonight and on Saturday, they can get first place in the division. If they lose tonight, they're still in it, but they're going to need to win, and they're going to need some help. So they have a big opportunity tonight while the altitude are trying to play spoiler.
I just love this last return, going for it, playing a little bit flatter and lower over the ground. Belen is very tall, as Marcelo said, so if she's hitting on the striking zone, it's very problematic. But if the ball stays low, not so easy for her to hit clean shots.
It's true, and especially, I'm a tall girl too, and I can completely attest to the fact that balls that are very low are very uncomfortable, as well as being moved around the court, as well as balls behind me. So they need to kind of play that chess match against each other because both of them are taller girls.
5 minutes remaining here in this final women's singles bowl. 2 10-minute men's singles bowls after, and then all 3 doubles formats. The smash, don't think they're freaking out yet because they have the leading scorers in men's, women's, doubles, everywhere. They are the leading scoring team with all the 2 points that they rack up. Elmar Ejupovic, he's going to be coming in, so he's confident. They're not afraid of this gap, but still, at some point, the scoreboard and the clock does put some pressure on.
Yes, the only positive category that Team Altitude has had all season is the women's doubles, and I hope that they can continue with that. But it's true, it is a little bit demoralizing when you're going up against a team that has been pretty dominant in every category, especially in the last few arcs.
I think if they can keep this lead of about 20 points going into men's singles, it's going to let the boys play a little freer. And when they play like this, they can play really good tennis. They have great results on tour before. Tyler is playing great this season. If they can get 2 players to play well tonight, they can hold this lead going to doubles.
Well, they're going to have to figure out somebody to come in for Ngoonweh because you can only play 12 minutes max in singles. And so she's going to be hitting that mark in about a minute. So they're going to have to figure out Burgich or Leon to come in. And Ngoonweh has been the rock star for them. She has been the best player in singles this season. So they need to make sure that they maintain this big gap with Burgich probably coming in after.
But looking at the first bowl, Emma played 5 minutes and Liami played only 4, but Emma was able to get 16 points. I think they're pretty good in that scenario when Emma comes in. And Delena is also going to have to come out. She's at 11 minutes 12 now.
So both teams are going to need to figure out their matchups as they finish women's singles. That slice floats long. Altitude maintaining an 18-point lead. This might be the final point for both of these players. They got a quick extra point as that was the fast point with that fault. Kick serve out wide. The slice is going to float. Approach opportunity for Ngoonweh. Goes behind her. +2. She plays quick. She can get in 1 more point. If not, she's going to go over on the 12. She's going to play it. She's going to be in it. She's going to give up that free point. Do it as well. She needs to come out here.
They're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, I feel like it's been longer than...
Well, she gave them the penalty point anyway, just on that missed one, but I think she went a little bit over on that 12, and now we have our different matchups. Adriana Riami back in, and the Burgich in as well.
I think Emma has to be just a little quicker after her serves. I think she's gotten used to missing a few serves this season, and now that she's actually making a lot more, I think she's almost like surprised by it and surprised by the return. The faster you hit your serve, the faster the return's going to come back as well, so she needs to be ready for that.
Final 2 minutes, women's single. Riami with the kick out wide to the Burgich backhand. Sets up a forehand inside out. Burgich elects to stay back, drop shot to bring her in. This is a comfortable approach. Softly hit it down the line, pass there. This ball's going to go over. +2. Well, the Smash have been the leading 2-point scorer in the league, but it's the Altitude tonight that are dominating that category. Minute and a half here. Riami with that toss serves into the Burgich forehand, goes down the line. Heavy topspin forehands moving Realme from corner to corner. Flat forehand down the line will get that air.
Kind of a similar scenario here where Emma has a much more topspin shot and Adriana plays a lot flatter. So you gotta be careful to not leave that ball on the striking zone. It has to either bounce higher or it has to move the player away. Otherwise, this happens.
That's a third drop shot tonight that's just been completely floating and also unnecessary from the altitude team. I'm surprised they haven't been punished earlier.
Yeah, it's a little bit of like a bailout, but Emma actually is really successful in long points a lot of the time.
That backhand looked uncomfortable from Birgit. She didn't let it go. We saw that on the passing shot earlier that she also missed. I don't know if that's that backhand that's hurting her. She's going to power through here in the final 30 seconds.
But we saw her start just hitting with so much power, and now she's kind of, I mean, she's let down some MPH for sure.
That backhand down line again, it just looked like that left wrist and hand just couldn't get through.
Definitely looking a little more tentative now.
Final point here, Realme, good kick out wide to Birgit. Much better backhand, +2 as they ride in and finish out this women's singles 63-46. Maria, what are your thoughts on that women's singles?
Started out really, really well for the altitude, best we've seen. Then it got a little bit tricky there in the middle, but they ended off a lot better too. Team Smash, not that big of a difference, 9-point difference. Sorry, no, that's not 9 point, 19-point difference. Is it 19? I'm sorry, guys.
17.
I'll do better math when we come back.
Welcome to Intense. This isn't traditional tennis. It's faster, louder, and built for non-stop action. You think you know tennis? Yeah, not like this. So how do you play exactly? Well, let me break down the rules for you. Teams are mixed with 8 pro players, 4 men and 4 women on each team. Real squad energy with a coach leading the way. Matches? Yeah, we call those arcs, and they're played in 7 10-minute non-stop bursts that we call bolts. Each arc, remember, it's what we call a match. It's made up of 2 men's singles bolts, 2 women's singles bolts, 1 men's doubles bolt, 1 women's doubles bolt. We always finish things off with 1 mixed doubles bolt. Now, we'll get into the scoring nitty-gritty in a minute. Just know the scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score when the last buzzer sounds wins the arc. So Intense is a full team showdown. Every player, every bolt, every point matters. Let's talk serving. It's 1 toss, 1 serve only. So if you miss that toss, you miss that serve, you lose the point. The server controls the pace during a 14-second server clock. The returner doesn't have to be ready. Turn your back, you suffer the consequences. We keep it moving, we keep it fast. For lets, we play them. No resets, it's all about rhythm, pressure, and energy. Now, for that scoring nitty-gritty, it's simple. 1 point per rally unless a player hits a clean winner. That counts for 2 points. So if you take the calculated risk of going for 2, you reap the reward if you hit it just right. I'm almost done. Just a little bit of housekeeping here. Substitutions. Oh yeah, they can happen at any time. Because with this much action, sometimes players need a breather. And each team, they get 5 timeouts per arc. Crucial when a team needs a momentum shift or they want to stop the one that their opponents are having. Let's not forget about you, the fans. Intense keeps things going with the fastest play you've ever seen. And the best part, you'll never be told to be quiet. It's a full-on loud and proud tennis experience from start to finish, so go ahead and get loud. Now it's official. You're all ready to experience the next big thing in sports. Welcome to Intense, tennis turned up. Enjoy the show.
We're here at Druid Hills for a family fun night.
Focusing on the small details, that's what helps me lock in and block out all the noise.
Tennis is a sport where you're very individualized, and I think Intense brings us back to competing as a team.
I think the biggest thing is try to have fun, focus on things that you can get better at each day.
You gotta put yourself in a state of mind to where you're locked in, but it's somewhat flowing out of you.
Work on improving your game. Wins and losses shouldn't really be a big factor. As long as you can do that, I think you're on a really good path.
This is pro tennis built different. Intense. Tennis turned up.
Intense is brought to you by Solaris, founding partner and official focus and education partner of Intense. Welcome back inside the Intense Arena. Altitude versus the Smash. 63-46 for the Altitude. The women leading the way. Malkia Nagonaway, what a start, plus 13. And Emma Burgett to back her up, plus 4. A big night for the Smash. They're trying to make a push towards championship weekend. They are happy to have the men that are now coming out to the court because they got Elmar Ejupovic back. Missed the last arc for personal reasons, but when he came out against the Freeze, 52 points plus 32, absolutely insane, and played 12 minutes straight, hitting his max right away, and deservedly so with that kind of performance.
Which is something that's rare. We usually don't see players playing 12 minutes straight. It's just he doesn't lose, so why keep taking him out?
And as you look at the others that are behind him, I mean, Roberto Cid only at 10.5 points per arc. Jamie Connell third, 5.4. It just shows you what Elmar is doing, and especially after a somewhat slow start to the season, to still be in the men's leader like that, an incredible job. And the women's, they have been battling the entire time, and there's been a lot of movement in that leaderboard. But now we'll get things started. Tyler Stice is going to serve it up for the Altitude. He's gotten the most minutes for that team, trying to go up against Elmar Ejupovic, and this is going to be an interesting one. Who is going to take down Ejupovic?
I think it's always going to come out to matchups. Marcelo has figured out quickly he should play against Elmar. We know he's going to play 12 minutes unless something really weird is going on. So we need to get as many points as possible there without giving as many free points.
This is a good start by him with that return, +1.
What a start, and what a world-class one-handed backhand he has, JY. The way that he can just flick it off the court. I say JY because you love talking about your one-handed backhand. So.
Yeah, you don't want to see mine.
But you do want to see mine.
Exactly.
447 Altitude. They're trying to hang on after an incredible start. Men's singles, they don't need to do a lot. They just need to maintain. The problem is the 2-point leaders are on the other side with Delaney Hewitt and Elmar Ejupovic. So the Stice is the Energizer Bunny. He's going to put a lot of balls in play. He's going to get to everything. And so he's going to try to disrupt Elmar's rhythm. And that's what Elmar loves to do. He starts really far back, goes big, and sets up that comfortable, easy ball, and have these nice, easy +2s. That's what's so impressive about him. It's the comfortable way he sets up these winners.
Just starting so far back gives him that opportunity to always move forward. He's literally never going to have to go back, because if he goes more back, he goes in the crowd. So with that, he's able to earn those short balls because he plays such a high topspin shot.
And he doesn't linger back there. He's always taking a couple steps forward after each and every shot, and he's able to do it so successfully and just relentless.
Good kick out wide by Stice. Stice trying to go from the back corner. He finds his way close to the baseline and overpowers that backhand.
The farther the point goes on, he gets closer and closer on the court. So if the point lasts more than 3 balls, it's usually a big throw for you, because now he's ripping you.
Felix Coleman, he comes in for Tyler Stice. Very quick substitutions. Coleman likes to set up his shots, forehand cross-court, forehand inside in. The danger is that's Elmar's best shot, so it's going to come down to who can execute best.
I would love to see more playing time from Coleman tonight. At least, you know, give him 3 minutes in a row. Just see what he can do. Just because I just feel like he hasn't had enough time to get his feet in the mud. I mean, yeah, I understand you're probably not going to keep him in if he's doing that, but you got to give him a chance because he just hasn't had that much playing time for being their #1 draft pick.
Funny, Marcelo just gave 2 thumbs up after that to Felix.
Yep.
I hope he's not sarcastic.
And Ejupovic here not playing as well as he did when he played against the Freeze. And he came out with the Freeze though to start tonight. No pressure, scoreboard was 0-0. Now he knows he needs to play great so they can get back in it. So you cannot deny he's got to feel a little bit more pressure. Good short kick. He settles to the backhand and just has not found his rhythm. Usually I think he'd hit a forehand. Instead he settled for the backhand, so he's trying to find his footing.
And I think if Felix can play more time tonight, and if he could have done that more in the season, all he needs is confidence.
Yes, 100%. So much of it is confidence.
You can see sometimes like he's a little tentative on the shots, and that's exactly what Marcelo is saying now. Like, go for it, go for it. If you miss, go for it. He's not slowing down. It's going to make a shot that suddenly goes in.
When tennis is such a mental game, I mean, Corwin's been as high as 400 in the world, so you don't just forget how to play tennis. A lot of it is just the waves of confidence, and you have to be able to ride it out.
And he plays a style of such heavy topspin that if you don't accelerate the racket a lot, that ball is going to fly.
Yeah. It looks like he wants to play an aggressive game, but he's not confident about it, and he's kind of like stopping his swings a little too early, especially on that backhand, which makes the ball fly even more.
Exactly. I mean, it's a great lesson for you guys at home. Like, if you need to get control, you need to give up control to get it.
Yes.
You got to swing through.
Same thing on the serve, too, is like sometimes when you're more tentative and you're more scared of missing, that's when you end up missing more. You have to accelerate more.
Edjukovic is just missing shots that he is normally not used to missing. Down by 13. Can the Stice increase this lead? The Auburn Tiger, been playing professional tennis since he graduated from Atlanta, has now been trying to lead this team to get some sort of victory after that week 1 performance. Stice trying to take that big kick on the rise, successfully does so, but that backhand goes wide. The Smash trying to lock in their spot in championship weekend next week. If they win out, they can be the 1 seed. If they lose tonight, they do not fully control their destiny, though they do have a chance. But after going 0-2 to start the season, to put themselves in the position they have, this is an incredible moment, and they've crawled their way back to within 10.
You are experienced enough to know that the more you criticize yourself, the worse you're gonna get. Okay? Today we worked a little bit on creating more shape on your backhand. Either you step in and take it on the rise, but give yourself a little bit of clearance, or play from further back, but look for your forehand a little bit more.
It also doesn't have to be that fucking good.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be that good. I'm like, it's not like
exactly.
it's not like I'm tight or anything, but like I'm.
No,
like,
I don't think
I'm
you're
trying
tight.
to make it,
I
like,
think you're trying
good.
too much.
Yeah.
Yes. So clear your head, clear your head.
Yeah.
I just wanted a timeout for you to just,
thank you.
okay, come on. Bring the temperature down, bring the temperature down.
I actually like the coaching there. It was a bit much as usual. Marcelo's not going to give you more. But I like the coaching. The backhand, he was struggling a little bit, trying to step in too early. Maybe take a couple steps back and start hitting more forehands. It can be a good way to control this.
Five minutes remaining in this first men's singles bolt. There's the second one coming after, and then all 3 doubles format. Edjukovic trying to find his aggressive forehand, hasn't found it tonight. Stice gets in.
Sometimes when you're so energetic on the sideline like Tyler Stice is, you get on the court and you have so much energy that it's almost like way too much, and you need to calm yourself down.
I like that a lot. That's how he needs to play.
Ooh!
Great drop shot across court. I will say, I actually didn't like that he was coming forward.
Yeah.
He got away with it. He developed the point extremely well. Bailed out with a beautiful drop shot, +2. They're up by 11.
But I think this is the matchup that he's trying to make. He needs to be able to play forehand versus backhand, because if backhand versus backhand, Omar is just destroying him there.
Big serve out wide. Stice hits it deep, neutralizes. The slice goes wide. We saw this from Stice the last time he came out. Gets a lot of backhands cross court wide of that line. Doesn't have to be so afraid of Edjukovic. Can also use the middle of the court and just try to jam him. Coleman's going to come back in and give Stice a break. I think if you're the Smash to have brought this all the way to within 8, they haven't really had to do anything special. Just put some solid tennis. I think this is the reputation of Edjukovic having an impact on them and making them overthink and overplay without him having to do anything yet.
Agreed. Sometimes it's not even how well you're playing. It's just kind of that aura that you have, and he absolutely has that aura.
It's just a difficult matchup for Tyler. Tyler likes to step in and take these balls on the rise, and Elmar's ball is so heavy, it's very hard to do that.
And I think if you look at the body language of the altitude and just the way they're carrying themselves and they have this sense of disappointment, I bet you if we would have talked to them before the night started and said, hey, with 2 minutes remaining in the first men's singles bolt, you're up by 5, would you take that?
Yep.
They would take that in a heartbeat. So this is all perspective right now. They're actually in a great spot without Edjukovic or anyone on the Smash playing great tennis, so they should be feeling confident.
That's what I was telling you. You good? Hey, you're doing great, okay? Let's fucking go. Come on, come on. Let's go. Let's go, Bubba. Come on.
Looks to be a simple towel break, and one of the things it looks like they're going to do, which is the last time that Edjukovic came on the court, they gave him 12 minutes straight. But if you remember what happened, the Smash were up big after that, but then the Freeze were able to crawl all the way back because they had 2 players that were warm in Garcia and Sell, and Ben Locke had to come in completely cold. There's a little bit of a different scenario. They're playing for championship weekend. They're losing by a lot, so they have to at least come back in it. But you do have to look forward a little bit and understand the challenge that's going to come up for Ben Locke and Bushimoka when one of them's going to have to come in after.
I agree. I think in any other scenario, it probably would have been the best play to have Ben Locke start just to get himself warm and get his feet in the mud a little bit. But I understand with the circumstances that they were down by so much, they wanted to go to their most reliable player. But you'd also just give him a couple minutes and just let the guys play, 5 points each.
Forehand long, altitude up by 8. Corwin stays in. Good serve out wide, right at the Edjukovic forehand. The defense by Corwin to set up the inside in. Puts him on the run, comes forward, volley inside out, backhand down the line, +1. Just good playing by Corwin. Volley went a little too deep to give Edjukovic a shot, but still just a magnificent sliding one-handed backhand.
Whoa!
Edjukovic just got tripped up as Corwin went behind him. Edjukovic's got to be feeling a little bit pressure. He does not look like the same player he did against the Freeze, which is fine. You can't play perfect every single night.
Yeah, I think the way he played 12 minutes against the Freeze was because he was destroying them. He was like, he got 52 points. I don't know if today it was needed. Maybe they could give 2 minutes here and there, like you said, Maria. Just so when they change now, Felix is playing great now. It's not going to be easy against a cold player.
It's a little bit more of a controlled passing shot. Sorry, approached by Edjukovic as the previous one he had overhit, going for that 2-point winner. Final 30 seconds of his first men's singles bolt. Kick out wide, sets up the backhand down the line. Drop shot to bring Corwin in. He's going to get there. Goes cross court, +2.
Oh, that's what Felix has been looking for this whole season.
That's the most love he's seen from his coach this season, and also some of the best play he's had. 2, 1. He wanted to play another one. He's like, let me play, let me ride it out. Just an incredible finish by Corwin as Guy. It looks like they're picking up their energy.
Oh, they were within 4, and now it's 11. So they were able to crawl back, had a great finish. As you said, Maria, he was able to play longer, and then look at that, start winning more points.
Sure, and I hope that he starts again in this next bolt here because he's got the best tennis ahead of him. We'll see a lot more from Felix Corwin and Team Altitude and Smash when we get back.
It's time for you to experience the greatness that is Intense. You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
Every team has 8 pros.
4 men.
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an arc. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every arc.
Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Now for the serving rules.
One toss, one serve, miss it, and the point's gone. There's also a 14-second shot clock between points.
And yes, we do play lets.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Blast the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, the super loud fans.
They want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team.
So now you know the Intense rules.
So let's get this arc started.
They'll be feeling the pressure. Use it in our favor. Yes! Let's go, baby! Let's go! What the heck? Every arc counts! Every match! I don't care about the record. We take this one tonight. Hey, unbelievable! You better smile. Let's go. Hey, let's go!
Marcelo Ferreira with our iHeartRadio mic'd up moments, and I think what he said is actually correct. They're going to be feeling the pressure.
They have to win. If they don't, but they do. If they want to control their destiny, they got to win tonight.
Altitude up 81-69. Tyler Stice back in. Ejupovic going to play these final 2 minutes of his that he has remaining to start this bolt. Asking to switch his racket as the clock continues to play here. There's no stoppage unless you call a timeout, and his grip is absolutely soaked. He is drenched in sweat.
I know it was so effective last time with him playing 12 minutes in a row, but God, I don't know if it's the play right now, because like you said, JY, same exact thing. The other guys are going to come in cold, completely cold.
I think the interesting stat line with the Altitude up by 14 is the Altitude are the worst serving team in the league, and the Smash are the leading two-point hitter in the league. So what if I would have told you that the Altitude have more faults than the Smash, and the Smash have more two-point winners than the Altitude, and yet it's the Altitude that are winning by double digits?
Crazy.
This is why you got to play.
Yep.
Stats are just stats at the end of the day. I was going to make a call before this bolt that Philly should have continued playing because he was playing great, but I'm glad they didn't do it. Look at that. Now they start 5.0.
So far, everything the Altitude are doing is working, so don't overthink. And that's a way to cut into the lead. Forehand, inside-out winner. Final points here for Ejupovic. Ben Locke going to be coming in shortly. Great depth by Stice.
And when Ben Locke comes in, the matchup, in my opinion, is better for the Altitude. They're able to generate more pace. Ben is not generating a lot of pace. He's a guy who pushes, in a way, the ball more inside of the court. Look at that.
Well, and I think just taking the ball so early, right, as a bigger guy. Oh, my God, Tyler Stice. As a bigger guy, he's not going to move as quickly around the court, right? So if Stice is taking every ball early, it's going to be hard for Locke.
It's actually tight. Elmar 25-25.
88-71, Ben Locke, the Florida State alumni from Zimbabwe. He's going to be chipping and charging coming in. Smart, solid play. That's a great first point as he's been sitting and waiting a long time. There's a little bit of a tense looking backhand. Didn't get an acceleration through it. Arms a little bit stiff. Understandable. Getting his first action against Tyler Stice that's already gotten some playing time, but Stice will give him a free point to work his way in.
Ben Locke hasn't had a lot of playing time this season, but boy, does he have experience. He's got 12 singles and 35 ITF doubles titles. He's got 6 challenger doubles titles. And he was top 200 in doubles in the world, 300 in singles, so he sure has a resume.
Played Davis Cup since his junior kids for Zimbabwe.
Yep.
When he's in the nets, he's very dangerous. That's what we'd like to see him more. But it's funny because you see that a little bit between doubles players. In singles, actually a lot more defensive than he's doing doubles. But if he can translate that to coming to the net, he's a lot more effective.
72-73. The lead has creeped up to 19 again. Locke trying to find some balls to put in the court. He's giving away a lot of free shots.
That's exactly what we said, right? He's cold against two guys who are completely warm up.
I think he just needs to not play the scoreboard, just work his way in, put some balls in, and that's okay. Right now, I think he's trying to make up for that lead and force himself to play some great tennis. It's okay to take your time. There's still a lot of time left, and you have the best mixed doubles team in the league as well to finish tonight off.
I think if they can keep it close enough, it's not that much of a concern because, like you just said, JY, they do have the best mixed doubles team in the league, but we have seen some very good mixed doubles as well from Tyler Stice and Malkia Nguyen.
I think mixed double is going to come out to strategy. I would love to see Malkia.
20-point lead now for the altitude. Ben Locke just did not place that approach well enough. Stice, one of the best backhand passing shots in the league, will give one of those points back. Smash again, trying to find their way into championship weekend after an 0-2 start, trying to figure out their lineups. Got Elmar Edjupovic going, Ben Locke got healthy, but Edjupovic not a great start, Hewitt not a great start. Nothing going well for them and everything going right for the altitude.
Tyler looks so comfortable right now, but
Stice is going to sit down. Felix Corwin's going to come in. Ben Locke is starting to warm up. Corwin's been sitting down. Let's see if he can take advantage of this next 2 minutes, and he does with the volley winner. Smart play to sneak in against a player that was cold, and you know that they just want to put that first return in play. Snuck in very well. Changes up this serve, goes to the forehand. Approach down the line. Just long on that passing shot.
Well, and Ben Locke should be living in the service box. He should be there 3 out of 5 points.
I don't love this matchup for the altitude. Just because Tyler usually plays more back on the court, gives Ben enough time to do this.
Yep.
If I was Marcelo, I would bring Tyler in right now. Like 1 more point max. This is not a good matchup.
Stice only has 2 minutes remaining until he hits his 12 minutes max, so Coach Fajeda is going to have to figure out how to finish these 3 minutes and not give Smash momentum. Good passing shot by Corwin will set up the forehand inside in. Locke tries to get it back. Point altitude. Corwin looking the best he has the entire season. Looking very comfortable. Good body forehand serve. Angle to angle backhand. Corwin comfortable staying in the cross. Locke says, I want to go down the line. I want to dictate play. But that forehand sits in the middle of the court. Corwin did set it up beautifully.
I do like the consistency that Felix is trying to play with right now, though. He's not going for too much. It looks like he's feeling a little bit better. But I think he needs to have a balance between being consistent but also realizing when he needs to pull the trigger like Ben Locke is doing.
I think also very impressive. We have not seen a lot of serve and volley this season, a one serve only format, and the confidence that Locke is showing to come at this, and a great serve there. He's had that shoulder injury to get the season started is what kept him out. That's a good passing shot by Felix, but Locke's starting to play a little bit better. Minute 45 before we get to all 3 doubles, and Stice will finish this men's singles out for the altitude.
Great job on Marcelo here to bring him in the last 2 minutes. The matchup that was working really well for the altitude. Let's see if we can keep going.
Lock comfortably tosses the ball up, but that hits the net and goes over. Would have gone in. We do play those at Intense. We play the lets. No stoppage of play here. Anytime Lock plays a couple good points in a row, some quick unforced errors to ruin the momentum. He still put up 14 on the board for his team, but he's going to need a few extra ones. Stice giving up some faults as well. That's his fifth so far. .45 seconds remaining. Lock serves and volley again. This time with a smart shorter volley. We saw Corwin before went a little bit too deep on the volley. And then Ejapowicz made him pay the price. Lock using the shorter part of the court this time.
Very good adjustment there by Tyler. He returned from too far back the point before, which allowed Ben to serve and volley. Now he's stepping in, forced Ben to serve more and made a mistake.
Final 15 seconds. Backhand return by Lock. Stice goes through the middle of the court, going to stay calm and steady. Lock tries to force it a little bit more. Stice down the line. Let goes over. Stice gets there, but couldn't do enough with it. And the smash, they're hanging around, but Guy, what do you think is going to happen here as we get to the doubles?
I think men's doubles and mixed doubles is going to be the main difference. If the women can keep a lead here and maybe even increase a little bit, because they have been playing pretty well women's doubles, that can still keep the momentum going for them.
It's been a great effort by the Altitude so far. 1-6 after losing 6 in a row. The smash, a tough start. They've crawled their way back in it with championship weekend on the line. Doubles when we come back.
I don't feel like an underdog at all.
An underdog, ooh.
Maybe I would say dark horse. Yeah, I've always considered myself one.
No, I'm not an underdog. I've been doing this for too long.
I feel like a favorite for myself coming into this, and also just my teammates. If we do our jobs and we just compete and play for each other, we're the favorites here.
People think that because I'm smaller than everyone else, but no. When I step on the court, I try to be confident and think that I'm going to win. I like to go low-key about my business.
An underdog? Well, I mean, I would kind of say I would be like the Tom Brady of the league. You know, I got drafted 4th, and, you know, there's probably no big expectations of me, but when I'm out on court, I always give my best and willing to put on a show.
I haven't competed in over a year, so maybe nobody's really seen me play in a while, but I never consider myself an underdog. When I step on the court, I feel like I can compete against anyone.
I prefer not to be seen. You know, just being in the shadow, working my ass off, and then just going out there and showing what I practice for.
So I was the last pick in the draft. That means I'm Mr. Irrelevant, but we're gonna make Team Freeze relevant for this year's Intense season. We have the #1 pick in the draft on our team with Carousel. My boy, Raul, absolutely loving it. But as a team, since it is a team sport, I see us as one of the favorites. We have the best team name, we have the best team chemistry.
Let's go Freeze! Let's go Freeze!
So I don't feel like an underdog at all.
If you live for the game,
then you know sports talk
isn't a solo act.
It's a debate. And with the iHeartRadio app, everyone gets a say.
Just open up the app, find your favorite local sports radio station,
and use the talkback feature to
vent about that blown call.
Go crazy over that miracle victory.
And your voice could be heard next to mine. Or mine.
Or ours. This is your chance
to be part of your favorite local sports shows
and podcasts.
Your team,
your voice,
your network. The iHeartRadio app. Download it today.
Intense is pro tennis built different.
Volley winner! What a night!
It's team-based. Yeah! It's fast-paced.
Final 20 seconds, all tied up.
See every electric buzzer-beating moment.
And that's gonna do it! Oh my goodness!
All month long.
Let's go!
I love tennis, and this is the best tennis I've seen.
Intense. Tennis turned up.
Welcome back inside the Intense Arena here in Atlanta, Georgia. Altitude 102.88. A lot on the line for the Smash Championship weekend, but look at that first women's singles vault. A lot of that thanks to Malkia Ngonwe. 41-16 to get things started. One of the highest scoring women's singles vaults we've seen the entire season. And the way that she was coming out, moving forward, aggressive off the return, fearless off the serve, and just completely trusting her game. An incredible job. 5 two-pointers, plus 13 in the plus-minus efficiency to really lift her team on a night where they really need it. They want to close out this season extremely well. But for the Smash, they're trying to get into championship weekend. So they're not happy that this team's coming out swinging like this with no pressure, because they're trying to get to July 31st. We have our 2 semifinals. First place from one conference takes on the second place of the other. Championship on August 1st, Saturday, to decide it. Inferno and Outriders, they've already clinched their spots from the West Conference. They are in. But in the East, everything is still on the line. As we look at the standings, Stinger, they're 5-2, Smash 4-2, Freeze 4-3. They're the ones that are still alive. Sting and Smash will come back and play Saturday night. So there's a lot of moving parts that can happen, and it all starts with tonight in that division. So for the Smash, they can control their destiny to also get to that #1 seed. If they win tonight and they beat the Sting, they are the #1 seed and they're in. If they lose tonight, they have a chance getting in, but they need help. The Sting, if they beat the Smash on Saturday night, they are the #1 seed. If they lose, they could be eliminated. And then the Freeze, they're that last team that's trying to find their way after being 4-1, and they won first. They're 4-3. They need to win, as well as needing some help. If not, they go home. But for now, all eyes are on this court. Smash Altitude women's doubles 102.88. Emma Burgett, Malkia Ngonwe are in, and then Adriana Riami and Delaney Hewitt in on the near side. Ngonwe misses that volley wide. That was a gift standing on top of the net to rack up another +2. Let's see if that's going to come back to hurt them.
And this has been Altitude's most positive category all season, so I'd like to see if we see that again. I think it's because Emma is so consistent from the baseline and Malkia is all over the net. I want to see a lot of movement from Delena, especially with her wingspan.
A lot of missed returns from her tonight, just pulling up, getting too far under it. Needs to get her body weight moving forward so she can get on top and spin it down. Good serve out wide, comes forward to the net. The second volley, she just looks really uncomfortable up there, though she loves coming at the net. Something's just off for her in this women's doubles.
Lots of faults to start this game.
And that's 16 for the Smash tonight. When you consider you're down by 15, wow, it's massive.
Yep.
And it's not like the Altitude is serving much better than what they usually are. They have 18 faults so far.
Yeah, just a lot of free points by the Smash, and they have a tendency to do this. The thing is, they usually make up for it with 2-point winners, but they haven't found that offense.
Something very interesting about Intense, if you look at the bolts, they actually are tied 2-2, but the first bolt was the total difference.
And we've seen that a few times, is when there is a big blowout in one of the bolts, sometimes that actually determines the whole arc.
But that can also happen for the Smash when Delaney Hewitt's on the court. She has high upside and very low on the downside. And so I wonder if that was one of those moments if they would have just taken her out and just said, look, we got to keep this close. You can't let this get out of hand. Now they can't do anything about it, and they're finding their way trying to crawl back. But 106.92, the Altitude, just under 8 minutes remaining before men's doubles takes the court.
It's also a little bit that they don't have a second and a third player that's reliable enough to win a lot of points, so they kind of got to be stuck with that. And so far she's been doing great, but yes, you can have some ups and downs that dictate the whole difference.
Delaney Hewitt from Cleveland, Ohio, good serve out wide. That volley goes through the court, through the racket of Ngonwe. She just barely tapped it to save it to only +1.
That's exactly the play that they're looking for. Delena being able to gain a lot of advantage on her serve, and then Adriana just looking for as much as she can at the net. Like I've said multiple times before, you have to move a lot, especially in this format. You need to make your opponents think at all times.
Electronic line calling went out by mistake. They're going to replay that point.
Stop. Reset it again. Yeah, add no, not 20, add like 10.
They're just trying to get that serve clock back in. They just reset it, giving Hewitt 14 seconds.
Play.
There's anybody that knows how to deal with adversity and figuring things out when things aren't going your way. Delaney Hewitt is somebody that can do it. Riami gets that +2 opportunity. She takes it. Down by 11. Hewitt, during COVID, when everything shut down, she was a professional tennis player. No tournaments left to play, so she took a job at Amazon just to find a way to make some money to just stay afloat. So she's going to try to find a way tonight.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Okay? All I'm asking is for a little bit more energy, okay? With your legs, you don't need to go crazy. But you're just like, you keep doing that, is bringing you down. Get the legs going, because I want to see you volleying with your legs and not reaching for the ball, okay? Girls, if we feel like we're not in a position to make the ball back, just finish the point, because they're going to put it away, okay? Come on.
I like what he's saying. I agree. If you can be physical in whatever you do, even if it's the easiest shot ever, that actually makes such a big difference. Sometimes you see energy go down, and that's when your tennis goes down, and you need to keep high energy for this entire arc.
And doubles is such a reaction game. You got to be able to be fully active with the legs. The moment you start playing with your hands, usually things don't go very well for you.
One inside in, Riami will get there, go back to Ngonwe. Did not need to overplay and think that had to cross court. She thought Ngonwe was going to approach, so she forced it wide. Down 12. Serving volleying, Riami cross court, +2, just goes through the hands. They're only going to say +1. I did not see her touch it. Did you all see her touch it?
I don't think so.
I did not see her touch it.
Yeah, there's the 2. There's the correction. It's a big +2. They're now within 10.
I give +2, by the way. She should definitely have touched that ball.
Yeah, that was right at her. Riami trying to find that angle forehand, but too difficult from down there.
I love that play. I think when Emma Burgic just goes for it at the net and moves forward, we've seen her a little bit this season actually like be backing up when she hits volleys, and she's so successful when she moves forward. So she needs to just keep reminding herself that.
That's what worked for them in women's double. In women's singles, they just played so much more aggressive than they usually do. It just paid off.
Riami with the reflex volley, goes to the post, drops it forward, +2. They're within 8. Brought it all the way back, down by more than 20. Riami with that post down the middle to drop it short. Ready again. Ngonwe goes in, cross court. Up by 9, but the smash just keep getting this closer and closer. Understanding what's on the line, a spot in championship weekend.
I just don't personally love that return down the line straight to the net player. Unless you can really rip that ball, you're just leaving yourself room to get 2-pointers out. You gotta close the net, Ryan. Come on.
Well, that backhand was sailing long, so it's both. Gotta close the net or you gotta let it go.
If she doesn't know the ball's going out there, she's that far. You gotta touch it.
You gotta just go for it. You just gotta commit.
You see another return down the line. You just talked about that. I haven't seen anyone fully poach and just cause a lot of fear in the returner's eyes.
Yeah, there's no need to play line until the player is poaching. Even more in this format, you're hitting the ball there and then you might lose 2 points for no reason whatsoever.
I do think altitude, because we saw them a couple arcs ago have a lead, and then right in the doubles, they lost their lead. And I do feel like they just get so flustered when the score starts getting a little bit close, and they think more so about the fact that they were up or whatever, rather than just thinking about next point, next point, next point.
They haven't had a great season and they've been struggling, so when they get the lead, they're like, oh my god, we finally got it, and then the match starts rounding together and like, oh my god, what about now?
Hewitt with 9 faults, still down 8 as the team. Another return down the line, goes back cross court. Riami looking to poach, did not choose to go. Next missed another poach right there. A lot of balls going down the center of the court. Nobody wanting to take it. They're just holding their line.
Something that just happened that we have not seen yet at all this season is Coach Marcelo sending his doubles players on the men's side to go warm up.
There's that backhand down the line. Finally a +2 with all these that you hit. They connect, they're down 5.
Just bad position by Marquis on that one. She left the whole court open when the ball is wide and weak. You gotta cover the court.
And you would actually, usually you would say cover the middle, right? But with how many shots have actually been hit down the line tonight, maybe you actually hold the line a little bit more?
Yes, but I also believe that when the ball is wide and doesn't have enough space on it, you're leaving the down the line open is just asking to be killed. All these players can hit the ball whatever they want.
Someone who absolutely feels comfortable is Delana Hewitt, who is at her career high in the doubles, actually. She's almost top 100. Props to you, Delana.
Bringing some of that tennis here into this women's doubles. They're up by 10 just in this bolt. Now by 12, and they brought it all the way back to within 2. An ace by Hewitt. Will Coach Fajeda call a timeout? Another down the line return. They're going away with the drop shot cross court. Hewitt gets there down the line. Realme +2 again. They've tied it up.
I would really love a timeout right now.
Yeah, if it's hit it right now is definitely time for a timeout.
Even to not say a word, just to stop this.
But they have to swing. Like, that's better. That's much better. See? And then that she got what she wanted. They need to swing, especially if they're nervous. Again, there's nothing to lose. Like,
well, it's double. You try to play safe is actually worse because now you're leaving 3 balls away for. She can really hit the ball hard.
High formation, the first time we see it from the altitude. The post, +2 once again.
They're listening to you, Maria.
Yes, you're welcome.
Proactive doubles. That's a world-class move. That's a killer right there on the momentum. Smash down by 2. Minute and a half before men's doubles takes the court. Who would have thought they'd be in this position after being down by 25 after that first bolt? Slice defense by Riami. Goes cross court. They're going away. Closes hard.
And that's what putting some pressure does. You get so many more looks.
Toss goes a little bit too far in front. Could not get the spin. Fault for the altitude.
I think there just comes a little bit of adaptation. The ball is going too far forward, yes, but now you cannot let it drop, like she would on a kick serve, for example. You just gotta realize that. And I hope she is able to bring that to the court since today's her last match.
A little bit of confusion here as Burgess looks to be in I formation mode. Nagonaway goes all the way to the normal serve position. She looked a little bit heartbroken after missing that. She knows it could have been +2 for them. 3-point swing. Good serve out wide by Riami. The swinging volley to come forward. Lob down the line to Hewitt. Riami will cover. Good topspin. Now we have a down the line rally. Riami sneaks to the net. Topspin lob on the line.
Great lob.
Up by 5 as we're going to play our final point of women's doubles. Just gives it back. 2-1. They hang on to a lead even though the Smash have called all the way back. Maria 120-116.
Getting close, and Coach Marcelo does look a little bit stressed out right now, that's for sure. It's a shift in energy than we saw from the beginning of the night, and I think that's what's important. I think he needs to bring himself and his team back to where they were when they started. The energy, the joy of being here. We heard him say, I want to see you smile, and that's exactly what they need. And if your team smashed, you got to ride this, and you got to ride this to the end. Into the doubles and into the mixed doubles, you got to just put everything on the line. There's way more tennis to be played. Stick around.
If you live for the game,
Then you know sports talk
isn't a solo act.
It's a debate. And with the iHeartRadio app, everyone gets a say.
Just open up the app, find your favorite local sports radio station,
And use the talkback feature to vent about that blown call.
Go crazy over that miracle victory.
and your voice could be heard next to mine or mine
Or ours.
This is your chance
to be part of your favorite local sports shows.
and podcast.
Your team,
Your voice.
your network.
The iHeartRadio app. Download it today.
Inside the Intense Arena, the altitude been trying to cling on to a lead, but a big push by women's doubles with Delaney Hewitt, Adriana Rayami just poaching, moving forward, quick hands at the net. That's the energy they needed just at the right time as we have men's doubles coming up with Bushimuka, Locke, and Edjukovic. What a moment for them. If they were down by 25 after that very first bolt, crawled all the way back. But if you were the altitude and you would have asked them, would you take a 4-point lead going into men's doubles? They would take it. Now, Kiana going away 50 points tonight. Incredible job. So many of those coming in that first women's singles bolt. And Burgic been backing up, still struggling with her serve a bit. And then Hewitt, after a slow start in singles, she came back strong in women's doubles.
Whatever he wants. You guys serve. You serve at him, you win the point.
So there's some confusion about who's supposed to serve. We'll get things lined up here. It seems like an extra point was put on the board, so something happened. We'll find out later on. 121-116 going into that point, 121-117. So it seems like altitude were awarded a point somewhere with something. So we'll try to catch up on that, but no matter. Men's doubles here, mixed doubles to finish. William Bushimuka in with Elmar Edjukovic on the near side. Ewan Lumsden and Felix Corwin in on the far side for the altitude.
And Elmar looking definitely very fired up, which may actually help his tennis even more.
That's it.
That's a great play.
That's a beautiful poach that they have to do. Moved in just like Stokey would love that one.
He would, yes. Moving forward, not sideways. Perfect.
Good return by Bushimuka, the power hitter who's been a double specialist for this team. He's done an incredible job, the doubles point leader when it comes to efficiency when he steps on the court. Good eye by both of these players. That was a well-struck return.
Both Ewan and Felix like to return a little more back, but they have to make the adjustment here in doubles. Otherwise, they're going to lose so many 2-pointers by these two guys.
And this is where the damage comes. Bushimuka, no doubt, had the most effective serve when it comes to doubles. Most power, most spin, and it just makes Edjukovic's life so easy down there to just pick things off.
Love Ewan going for that formation again.
Well, it just makes the opponents think, right? If you're returning exactly that, you feel like you have to do way too much.
Exactly the opposite of what we talked about women's doubles. There was no reason to play down the line. Now you got to do different things. You can't just hit cross.
Edjukovic going really far back. Coleman could not get down low enough to get that volley over the net. Altitude maintaining a 3-point lead. Smash did tie it up for a quick moment in women's doubles, and then the altitude started to play a little bit better. Championship spot is on the line for next weekend for that Smash. They win tonight, they win Saturday, they lock in the #1 seed. If they lose tonight, they need to win on Saturday, and then they need some help.
That was out, right?
Yeah. Clipped off the net, just long. 5-point lead altitude. Too many free points from the serving side from the altitude tonight.
Tonight?
Well, just sticking to tonight. They are the worst serving team in the league, but tonight they're just continuing to give it to them. They average 27 points and 3 points to their opponents just on faults, and tonight they're getting close to that number again.
Well, and I think we're seeing it a lot more in pressure moments. I think that's when they start thinking too much about the score, too much about the time, and they don't think enough about, okay, let me take my time, let me take a couple of deep breaths, and then commit to my serve.
But they're compensating that tonight by hitting a lot more two-pointers than usual, right, Joel?
Yep. Good post by Bushimuka. Corwin with the save to just +1. Bushimuka signals to Edupovic. Edupovic agrees, lines up for the toss. Off pace to the body, forehand. Nice off pace changeup. Smash within 1. Off pace kick serve. He's taken a lot of pace off his serve and gone for more shape and spin, and they've tied it up. But Coach Fajeda on the altitude will stop it now and call it timeout.
The way they play, it forces us sometimes to feel like we need to do something very special, okay? It's not the case, guys. It's not the case. What we need to do is actually give ourselves a little bit of time. So a couple of things that I want to see from you. When we get the serve back, I know it's easier said than done. Go and make the serve. But we got to be able that we keep that on our end to get a sequence of like maybe 2, 3, 4 points so we can keep growing the lead. Okay? If we win the serve back and we give it right back, there's no momentum. Number one, when Bushimuka is serving, move around a little bit so we can change the dynamic. Yep. Don't feel the need to crowd the baseline and take the ball so close. Okay? I prefer to see you guys giving yourselves a little bit of time, even see how they're moving. Lob it down the line. Lob it. He's so close to the net, both of them. Let's try a little bit. Okay? Hey, stick together. There's no reason to rush. I want you guys to use your time, okay?
So with 6 minutes remaining here at the altitude, only have 1 timeout remaining for the rest of the night. And you just have to call out the difference in how each team's managed their timeouts. Every time there's been a timeout from the altitude, Coach Fajeda talks from the second that timeout starts up until it finishes and the other team's ready to play. And you look on the other side of the court, they give a quick talk, a little bit of this or that, and they go on and they play. And you can't ignore the fact that the altitude have lost 6 in a row.
And look at that, they just take the first lead.
Altitude just trying to hang on. Good return, good move, just came a little bit too close to the top of the net. And a huge roar from Edupovic as he looks towards the sideline, as he knows he's got Bushimuka behind him to serve. Big serve tee up by 2. You can feel all the energy and momentum shifting towards the smash. And a technical timeout just as everything is building towards the smash. Is this actually going to ruin their momentum a little bit? They were about to get rolling. This is a freebie for the altitude.
It's definitely what the altitude needs right now, 100%. I also see Tyler Stites incredibly ready to go in. I wonder who he's going to take the spot of. But we've seen him play some very good doubles, and now is the time for it.
And I think with Tyler, the way he plays and the way he likes to return serves, it makes a lot of sense for him to be playing doubles, especially against these two guys who serve so big and are so important big at the net.
And for me, if Stites is coming in, he has to come in for Corwin. Not because of a knock on Corwin, because Stites has one of the best backhand returns on the ad side in the league. So you have to put him on the ad side. If you want to keep Corwin in, then you switch Corwin in for Lundgren in after, but Stites has to go to the ad side of the court.
Go back. So 5:15. 5:15.
Altitude has to stop the backup momentum here by this man.
This is a long technical break to get things going.
Put it at 5:15. Yes.
Edupovic looking at him like, come on, come on. He's itching. He feels it. The moment, championship week is getting closer. Come on, after all this, they fought the entire time. And now they've given themselves the lead. They want to build it. Ready to play. Bushimuka to serve with 5 minutes remaining in men's double. Mixed doubles to follow. Can't help but wonder if that fault is due to that technical timeout. Stice comes in, and he does come in for Corwin. He comes in down one and cold. He hasn't been on the court in a while. Can understand that. Not easy to come in with no warm-up. Tennis players are not used to this like they do in other sports. Good return by Lumsden. Edjakovic goes down the line. Stice had the gap, couldn't cut it.
Yeah, he just tried to do a little bit too much. I think he just needs to literally put his racket out and put the ball right in front of him.
They both play so big. They don't need to do a lot on this volley to win the point. And that's what I wanted to see. So exactly from Tyler. Being able to take that ball early, not allow the net player to play. If that's done a mistake.
Big come on by Stice, and it's more just out of fight than out of belief. Good move, but just a better return by Edjakovic. Bushinamuka to serve up 3.
That's the one. That's Tyler Stice. That's what we need to see.
That's why you put him in on the ad side. He can manage that corner better than anyone in this league. They're down within 1. Good short kick out wide. Tied up again.
Just change the dynamic. You know, they were so comfortable. Now Tyler comes in, reaping some returns, serving well.
More play by Edjakovic, and going all the way back. He changes it up. He goes forward close to the baseline. Lumsden couldn't respond fast enough. Off-pace kick again. Bushinamuka ready to move, had the angle into the net.
What an exciting arc. I didn't expect that tonight. That's awesome.
Yeah, this is great.
This is what championship weekend is all about. Everything on the line, fight to the finish, altitude playing for pride, draft position to represent their team. Edjakovic, Bushinamuka missing a couple backhand returns on the ad side. The smash would call a timeout.
Dominate us. Dominate it.
Yeah.
Okay? It's so easy to say, the format does this, does that. You guys have been doing this for your entire fucking life. A return is a return, a serve is a serve, a forehand is a forehand. Right. Relax, trust your instinct. We're winning this fucking match. Yeah. Let's go.
Coach Fajeda just trying to really fire up his team. Got to throw the kitchen sink. Hasn't gone that deep with his work this season. I know it's a little bit aggressive, but when you're trying to win, this is why we have these mics where we can listen in, because sometimes it does get this tough and this intense in real competition.
I actually like what he said. It's still tennis. Nothing really changes. The format changes, but the way you play is the same.
Off the net goes over, strike +2.
You should kiss the net right there.
Lumsden back to Edjakovic. Couple points in a row. Now Bushinamuka, can he put a return back in play? He struggled in the last few on the outside. Solid return. Lumsden rips the backhand. Edjakovic trying to insert himself. Forces that ball wide. The presence of him moving around forced that error. Bushinamuka's third fault this bolt. Best server in the league when it goes in, but right now he's struggling to find it.
He definitely has one of those games where it is high risk, high reward. And sometimes when it's not good, it's not good.
Question of pressure, maybe he's trying to make up the points. He's been missing some balls that he usually doesn't miss, so he's trying like, okay, I'm gonna get a 3 points here, and then he misses more. Altitude leading men's doubles, look at that.
Good return. Bushimuka's going to come forward. Lumsden gets it low. Goes down the middle. Closes hard. Lob's going to go long. Point for the smash. Different dynamic this time. Bushimuka following the return in and putting some pressure. Under a minute left before it comes down to mixed doubles. Took a little bit of pace off that serve.
Yep, just going for way too much. And I think it actually threw him off, like you said, JY. He took so much pace off that Lumsden wasn't really ready for that.
Final 30 seconds. Bushimuka with the serve out wide. Lumsden topspin lob. Tough to the backhand, goes angle. Stice middle, Bushimuka covers. Smash within one again. Final 20 seconds. The first chest bump we've seen from that team as they start believing. Good hit by Stice. Would have been a big one to just switch the momentum. And we're going to go into mixed doubles. All tied up after all of this. Altitude leading the way all the way through. The Smash have tied it. The Altitude will have to battle their demons as the Smash try to find a spot in championship weekend. When we come back, the final 10 minutes.
We're here at Druid Hills for a family fun night.
Focusing on the small details, that's what helps me lock in and block out all the noise.
Tennis is a sport where you're very individualized, and I think Intense brings us back to competing as a team.
I think the biggest thing is try to have fun. Focus on things that you can get better at each day. You gotta put yourself in a state of mind to where you're locked in, but it's somewhat flowing out of you.
Work on improving your game. Wins and losses shouldn't really be a big factor. As long as you can do that, I think you're on a really good path.
Goes down the line, he feels it.
Intense is team tennis that's faster, louder, and with real cash on the line.
Your partner can't make serve.
Watch the most relentless tennis league.
You know, shaky mustachio man.
On the planet, live.
Argonaut approaches. Ciolina's ready as well. +2.
This was incredible.
Intense. Tennis turned up.
Intense is brought to you by iHeartRadio, the official partner of Intense. Everything's on the line for the Smash as they're trying to get the championship weekend, but the Altitude, even though they are 1-6, they are putting in a massive fight. We are tied up going into mixed doubles, 142-142. But for the Smash, can they finally get ahead and stay with it, because they are trying to clinch that #1 seed, get into championship weekend next weekend, but they have to start with the win tonight. If they lose, they still need to win next weekend, but they don't control their destiny. If they win tonight, they stay in full control. The best mixed doubles team in the league is going to take the court for them in their biggest moment of the season.
Now it's where strategy is going to come into play. We really need to see what the Altitude team is going to want to do. I would actually love to see Tyler playing more and Emma playing more on the return of serves. But now, with the setup they did, with the men playing on the right side, I'm not sure if that's the best option now.
Well, I think I like the play of Stice on the deuce and, Stice on the ad, Burgich on the deuce. You, JY?
I think more than anything right now is they're going to have to deal with what just happened. Backhand winner down the line, Smash taking the lead, the best mixed doubles team, and also all the demons that the Altitude have to face. Yeah. They've not won this season when it came tough. The one time they won by a lot. They have not dealt with pressure well, and they're going to have to overcome all that, and that's going to help them. But you cannot tell me that they believe they deserve to win. This is the fake it till you make it moment for them.
100% is. I agree with you. I doubt that they believe it right now, because it feels like it's so far away.
I'd love to see a lot of energy like we had on the first goal.
Yeah, I agree. I know, it's really gone down, hasn't it? The first two bolts were out of control in the best way. Like, they were actually very controlled, out of control.
You know what? when you think about energy, it's very easy to put a lot of energy when you're winning a lot of points. It's not that easy to maintain that energy when the match is tight or when you're not winning as many points as you were before. But that's exactly when you need the most.
Good kick out wide. Nagonwe serves and volleys. Delaney Hewitt with the reflex inside out.
Look at that!
Nagonwe holding her ground. 8.5 minutes remaining as they really tried to target her, but she loves being at the net. Reflex and a +2 opportunity missed. Nagonwe had tripped over her feet. Bushimuka overhit it into the net. 3-point lead altitude.
And he went for her.
Good shot down low to the feet. Delaney Hewitt to serve to Nagonwe.
This both will be a big upset if the altitude can pull it off.
Yeah. Anyone else nervous?
I'm excited. This is fun.
Delaney Hewitt pulls up on that forehand. Goes long. Runs into Nagonwe, staying in for mixed doubles. Kick up to the backhand, down the line. Still has not found that rhythm on that backhand return. Altitude up by 4. Hewitt's into Nagonwe. Nagonwe drops it down short. +2. They give it to her.
Oh, I feel like she may have touched it.
That's really, really close. Standing right here.
She touched it. Let's see. Oh.
I think she touched it.
I think it like looked like she wasn't about to touch it and she tripped and she was in front of the ball, but I think she actually did touch it. Was it 1 point?
2-pointer.
Huh.
They gave it 2-pointer.
Smash, get a point back, down 5. Ace!
If this comes into by 1 point, that's going to be a debate.
That's going to be tough.
Big serve down the tee again, right after Lumsden forehand. Nagonwe with the poach, reflex Hewitt. +1 for the altitude.
That's why they call her the big ball.
All day.
No fear, just going for it. I love it.
Coach Fajeda gets in some coaching as she lines up to serve. Goes right at the Hewitt forehand. Goes down the middle. Lumsden goes down to the feet. Great lob. Bushimuka goes down the line again. +1 altitude. Sorry, smash. Things are moving fast down here. Good body serve. Lumsden fights it off. +2.
But this is what moving in gives you.
Yes. Being just so close to the net, it looked effortless for her, actually. All she had to do was tap it.
The mistake the Smash are making is that they're targeting Nagonwe over and over, but she's ready every single time. They need to start mixing it up. Great backhand by Lumsden, right off the back line.
And now Ruben's playing so free. When he plays like that, he's amazing. He's just 500 the world right now.
They also have 2 timeouts, Team Smash. It's interesting that they're not using them.
Well, I think they remember the benefit by saving 1 timeout for when they played against the Rise to stop the clock, to give them the +2. So I think they're not afraid to hold on to it, especially the best mixed doubles team in the league. They've seen them crawl all the way back, and it's actually the altitude. They'll use their final timeout.
I think you just needed to use the towel. That's the only reason why they took the timeout.
We have 5 more minutes of our all. Everything. Everything. Let's go right here. Come on. Be smart. Don't try to do too much when you have an easy ball. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
For the line, okay? For Bushimuka, forehand body, okay? Because he likes to go down the line as well, okay? So we keep the forehand away, the backhand away. I love what you guys are doing at the net. Listen, take a deep breath, encourage each other. Encourage each other. Tell each other what you're doing. There's no rush. There's no rush. It's what I told you guys in doubles. Listen, it is normal tennis. Try to block it out. Block it out. Okay, come on.
Cookie, I saw you nodding your head there. So do you agree with something he said there?
I agree with what he says, but you don't need to say that much. They're doing great. Like, the net, the serve tip is good. I like that idea. Like, okay, it's something to think when you're serving, but the rest, you don't need to say that much. Your team is playing better than they have ever played all season.
Yeah, less is more in this moment right now, for sure.
Well, what I think is fun about sports and strategy and how we don't all see the exact same thing. See, I think you keep targeting the Bushimuka backhand. I think he's been struggling on that return. Told him to go body forehand. We got to see. One of us is going to be right at the end of the night. We'll find out. We got about 5 minutes remaining.
Or maybe you won't want to listen to him. But I think what he's trying to avoid there is the Bushimuka ability to hit a two-pointer. And with that forehand going away there, he's not going to be able to. I think that's what Marcelo's trying to get him to do. But I don't know. I have a feeling this is going to come out to the last second again.
Well, the Smash are going to need a point here. Big into the backhand. He misses that backhand return.
Yes, he didn't listen to Marcelo. He listened to you.
Up by 6. Ejupovic yelling on his teammates to try to bring something forward.
Oh, that's a 3-point change there. 2-point opportunity missed, 3-point change lead.
Smash control their destiny into championship weekend and the first place seed. If they win out, but they need to start in the next 4 minutes. They're down 4.
And Altitude just needs to keep closing that net. Keep closing the net.
Great choice.
There's Altitude closing the net right off the back line. Great hands by Lumsden.
Let's see if you listen to Marcelo. Nope.
Body backhand, another missed return by Bushimuka.
He's actually running around to hit that backhand. Interesting.
And the Smash, that's it. No more timeouts for the wrestling night for either team.
I wonder if they make a sub.
Just body language, that's everything. Show them you're fucking there. Shake a little bit more and don't rush. If you see a three-pointer, no rush at all, okay? You are there. You are the heroes here, okay? Believe in yourself. You pulled so many doubles already. Show them who you are.
Come on.
Okay?
Okay, cover the line because they're gonna go for it. Okay, stay calm, 1 point at a time. You guys are doing great, okay? Please stick together. This is one team, one team. Come on.
That was a little less. He didn't talk it to the end.
Different vibes, for sure. El Popo looks like he took over there. He has that intensity now that Marcelo has had. Marcelo actually a little bit more chill.
Lumsden body backhand serve, jams Hewitt.
I think this is the moment that as a coach, you gotta forget what you feel and just transmit positivity to your team. And calmness is best too. Good serve.
Great return out wide. It was almost like Bushimuka was forced to have a little bit of space and handled it well. This is where they need a +2. Serving to Ngoonwe, needs a big kick to jump up. Good lob, Bushimuka comes in. There's that +2 they needed at the right time. Under 3 minutes, down 4. Can they get another one? We've seen Bushimuka and Hewitt go off so many runs with Bushimuka serving.
And Bushimuka actually feels so comfortable when he's under a stressful situation. He actually goes for more, and like we said earlier, that benefits him.
Big body serve, and just that wrist drops a little bit too much.
If they're able to get on a run here, that might be it.
Ball in the pocket of Lumsden. This is a rule. We just have not seen it all season. You're not allowed to have a ball in your pocket. Hewitt serves quick. Lumsden was ready. Did not go all the way back. Tried to take advantage. They're going away with the poach and the reflex.
Wow. Wow. Everything tonight, huh?
And the energy from that Altitude sideline. They want it so bad.
Altitude up 5, minute and a half. Coach Fajeda saying to run some clock. Take your time. This is the biggest return Bushimuka's hit all season. Goes through the middle, going away, covers. Hewitt just did not get ready in time.
You have to go slow here. Like, you have to just run every single point down if you're Team Altitude.
freebie. This is the server you want with a minute remaining. Big kick into the body. Lumpkin handled it well. Nagano in. +2!
Wow. Oh, they know it. They just gotta take their time.
And the Smash is not looking happy at all.
They just start too slow tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
Body forehand, great return inside out. Hewitt's got to serve quick. She jogs back. Under 40 seconds. Bushimuka signals.
I know she served and volleyed the whole boat, but at this moment, I don't like it. Just stay back.
What would happen if they called a timeout right now?
They can't call it. They don't have any more.
No, Smash does.
Do they?
Smash has one more.
Oh my God.
+2, what a moment in time. 15 seconds.
What?
Wow.
What just happened?
They have a 1 minute timeout.
Ah, okay, she did call a timeout. There we go.
I thought I saw, I wonder if this is me that just got it wrong. I thought they'd used 2 timeouts and they had 2 timeouts coming into the bowl. They didn't use 2 timeouts in this bowl?
No, they only used 1. They used 1 and Altitude used 1. They had 1 more.
To play to win. Listen to me. We're going to play to win. We're going to get this point and the match is over. Take a breather. Take a breather. Here's what I want you to do. Go call. Hey, you feel it. Go with your instinct. Come on, go with your instinct.
Here's what I would do. 13 seconds, up by 3. I would hit a lob into one corner of the arena.
They don't have more timeouts.
Another lob into the next corner of the arena. There's no way that they're going to be able to play fast enough if they hit this high enough. So that was a quick point. Hewitt's going to have to run here. So now, Nagano needs to hit this straight into the ground. She should not play this. She plays it. And that ball. Hewitt thought that ball was going to go out, and even then, they needed a +2. She actually should have played it, if anything, of letting it go. And the Altitude will finish the season with a win after losing 6 in a row. They get it done. What a moment.
Just so cool to see. They struggled the whole season, but in the end, they came through.
Oh, and Emma's kids are running on the court.
What a moment for the Altitude. We take a look at tonight's prize money powered by Payment Labs. They get $9,000, something that they haven't seen since week 1. And Maria, just like you said, what a moment for them to finish off this
Oh, I have goosebumps. I'm so happy for them. I know how much they were looking for this win, and just to see the happiness on all of their faces and just everything. And even, their friends coming out and their families, and this is what we love to see. And Team Smash, they're still on fire. They're doing so well, but I'm so happy for Team Altitude here.
Very happy for Team Altitude, and a lot of that was thanks to Malkia Nagano. She's our Solaris lock-in place for tonight. From start to finish, the energy that she brought out, the focus, the attention to detail. She stayed as controlled as she had ever been. Sometimes she can get a little bit wild on the court with her aggressive play, but she stayed completely locked in, and just everything that she was able to do with that 41-16 first vault key just really set the tone for them.
But not only that, the mixed doubles to go against Bushimuka, ripping balls at you and being not afraid to just step forward every single time and just block those balls. She earned so many 2-pointers. They earned this match, and this definitely will hurt.
Yeah, and then just for this match, as they have to try to feel this, what a tough moment for them. They crawled all the way back. That was actually just a championship effort that they put from start to finish, but to finish like that, they could have actually just maybe played it out, go for a winner or something. But it's just the pressure of this arena. You just can't simulate it. You can talk about it, but until you're in it, it's just hard to deal with. When we come back, we're going to recap what an incredible event this was.
Do you want me to be taller? That way I'm closer to the mic, or
just what you're doing?
Fine.
You're looking at him.
Okay.
We don't exist.
What are you talking?
Get a little bit.
Coming in. 2, 2, 3, 3. I'm on 10 again.
State your name.
I'm Raul Garcia. I'm from Bolivia. I've been playing tennis since I was 4 years old. My grandpa was a tennis coach. My grandma played tennis her whole life. Funny enough, my grandpa was the one that coached my grandma. That's how they met each other. I was born with the tennis racket, basically. My dad was a professional football player. When I was like 10, all the way to like 14, I was combining tennis with football. And then my dad was like, okay, you need to pick one. If you want to be good at it, you have to lock in with one. And I chose tennis for sure because I felt like I was better at it. My parents, they sent me to China when I was 14 years old by myself for 6 months to train. That was tough for sure. I remember the first day I got there, I called my mom being like, Mom, I don't want to be here. Like I started crying. I'm like, Mom, what am I doing here? It's just such a different culture. Just everything. And for me, it was a shock. I had some great results when I was 16 years old. My plan at the beginning was to play professional, go straight to the tour and just start playing tournaments. But COVID hit in 2020, right after I graduated from high school. So I was, doing nothing for such a long time, for a few months. I did more research on college. So I moved to the States when I was 18 for college. Being a freshman, you gotta get used to having a teammate, cheering for them even though you don't play, maybe you do play. That taught me a lot for sure, and it helped me moving forward. I know playing Intense is just easier because I know how it works. It's been fun, actually.
Ain't hungry, I'm starving.
I love eating.
What's your favorite food from Bolivia?
I have so many. It's called majadito, which is eggs, rice, plantain, and shredded meat. It's the best thing for me. And I like traveling a lot too. I don't like going on vacation, just stay still, just do nothing. I just go back from Switzerland and we were hiking there every day. We were always doing something. My girlfriend made me try fondue, which I think was my favorite. It was super good.
I got the feeling we taking it all the way.
So I've known Charlie since I was like 18. We're both from Bolivia.
This is a unique moment for both of them in the country. They got some history together.
I like him. He's a good friend of mine. But then when I saw that I was getting into his head after talking more to him, stuff like that, I saw that he wasn't feeling himself. I was like, okay, this is time to keep pushing, keep doing the same thing, because we were winning and we actually won by a lot of points, and it worked.
Another +2 for Garcia. He just got ice in his veins tonight.
They're just feeding off of each other's energy right now.
I never felt that pressure before. Like, I wanted to beat him so badly. I forgot that he played for a team. I just wanted to beat him. It's just different. You always want to be your friend. I love to talk, but I think I went over, the top on that arc. It's just more entertaining for the fans also, They have fun when we're going at it with the players, so yeah.
This is Pro Tennis Built Different. Intense. Tennis turned up.
Back for a quick recap as the Altitude beat the Smash. It all came down to that one final point. Smash were up by 2. They needed a winner. Just a lack of concentration from Hewitt just cost them there at a huge moment. As we look at our standings now, the Smash have lost control of their destiny in the playoffs. If they win, they still have an opportunity to get in, but they will need some help. So a lot going to happen the rest of the week here. We still have a doubleheader tomorrow and a doubleheader Saturday to knock out our final championship weekend. I'm J.Y. Abone, Guy Cunha, Maria Mateus. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving